Hey lovers. Okay, so I was wrong about 513. Or was I? No, 1989 was not announced this past weekend, but on 513, Taylor Swift sang Hey Stephen, which, if you'll remember, points us directly back to this interview that she did with Stephen Colbert right after the release of Fearless Taylor's version, where they're arguing about whether or not Hey Stephen is about him. So during this bit, she has a mood board, and she has one finger at all times on a piece of pizza with 5 pepperonis. Seemingly, pizza is always pointing toward 1989. She mentions 513 twice in this interview, once because it's Stephen Colbert's birthday, and the second time she uses it as his address for his office, which it is not. 513 West 54th Street, New York, New York. The bit goes on, and he says, it really seems like this is about me. She's pointing to the pizza. She says, no, it's also about pizza. She said she stayed up 3 days making this vision board and got really, really hungry. So she got a pizza and she ate it. So then you have 3 again. She also said he was 44 years old and 179 days when she wrote Hey Stephen at age 18. So there's your 179 again. She also said that she knew that he waited tables at Scoozy's in Chicago, in the Chicago North area, which also serves an incredible slice of pizza, which makes me scared for my Chicago show. This is where it gets really good. So towards the end of this interview, she says, okay, do you really want to know what this is about? And he's like, yes. And she said, it's about Stephen King. She specifically calls out the Dark Tower series, which changed her life, The Shining, and don't even get me started on his short stories. So what do? I immediately go look up Stephen King. And you guys are not going to believe what I found. When I went, I, of course, went to his short stories first, and I wanted to see the collection in the 80s because I wanted to see what came out in 89. Guess what was number 13? Rainy Season, short story. It was published in the Midnight Graffiti magazine, spring of 1989. The collection, Nightmares and Dreamscapes. What has she been associating with this entire tour? Dreams. So I click on Rainy Season, right? It's intrigued me. A young husband and wife on summer vacation rent a house in a small town called Willow, Maine. Pause to read this. Stay tuned for part 2. This hasn't even started yet.